Good night, I am Mark Seal. Members of the Barbados Under-17 national football team will have the opportunity to travel to Argentina and train with one of the most revered clubs in South America, Boca Juniors. This will be made possible after Barbados and Argentina sign a bilateral agreement which will provide the framework for both countries to develop various means of cooperation in the field of sports. Now, that signing is expected to take place within a week. A Barbadian cricket coach is already in Buenos Aires teaching the fundamentals of that sport. Ambassador of the Argentine Republic to Barbados, Gustavo Martinez Pandiani, explains.
We're going to be signing a bilateral agreement on cooperation in the few hours, probably this week, at the beginning of next week, the latest. It's a general agreement to touch our possibilities of cooperating, but especially to put these kids and all other athletes in the island in a better position thinking about the future. We want to work in the long run. We don't want to work just for a few hours in a project, a specific project. We want to work for the next couple of decades.
Minister of Creative Economy, Culture and Sports, John King, urged the young Bajan footballers to make the most of the opportunity.
Cooperation between countries on a governmental level, government to government, that is fantastic. But what is even more impressive is when you have that cooperation on the ground, yes, person to person. And for these young people who are going to be leaving here, they're going to be our ambassadors in Argentina. And I think this is just a wonderful opportunity for them to experience more of what the Caribbean and South America has to offer.
President of the Barbados Football Association, Randy Harris, urged the Barbadians to support the venture and the young footballers.
I want to appeal, though, to the general public to follow the lead of the government and the Embassy of Argentina in supporting these young men to really achieve their vision, their objective of representing Barbados, not only at the regional level, but hopefully we can play at FIFA level. I expect that if we get the support of the people at large, that this team will make it to the World Cup in 2026.
The boys are slated to commence their educational and training trip to Boca Juniors in December. On to basketball, where Preferred Insurance Brokers Pinelands are heading straight to the finals of the #1 Beauty Supplies and Exchange Women's League. They pipped the rivals, Massey Duracell Lady Cougars, in the top of the table clash just last night at the Willie Gym to finish first in the round-robin section. CBC's Sean Green reports.
Pinelands and Lady Cougars in the black, the two top teams in the league thus far. Sade Clark to Anicia Wood, wasting no time getting things going. Cougars kept things close all game. That's Tracy Gill with 2 of her 6 points. Michaela Walcott finds Sade Clark unmarked and feeding Wood. That was no issue. She had 2 more of her 11. Here's Clark again, shooting out to Walcott. Then she managed a pass to Maria Cumberbatch, kissing off the glass for 2. Clark, with a decision to make, finds Janice Clark, who catches Cumberbatch in the paint, skipping to the hoop, laying up for 2 more of her team high 15. Cougars time to shine. Jennifer Joseph Hackett almost losing the ball, but getting it back, releasing it down the drain. Gill looking to find someone to execute the inside job. Tiffany Thorpe with the scoop for the Lady Cougars. Hackett to Tony Atherley, turns at the top of the key and nails this jumper with pinpoint accuracy. Now Atherley's turn to assist, long distance call to Thorpe, and she answers with a layup for the Cougars as they led at halftime by just 1. Second half and the same script being written, Atherley to Thorpe, 1 bounce the layup and that's 2 points. This time Thorpe connects the dots to Nikkish Joseph, dishing to Gill on the inside. She had 6 points in the game. Veteran Tony Atherley had her best sinking 3 from downtown. Here's Thorpe to JJ Hackett in perfect position and makes a deposit. She had 11 in the game. Tamisha Flax pulling the trigger from 3 points down and nails it. Atherley zipping this one across the Hackett, and she knows just what to do, keeping the game close. Atherley to a wide open Thorpe, the easy layup for 2 more of her game high 25. But the Pine nosed ahead in this tight contest. That's Clark with 3, winning by 2 overall. The Pine 63-61.
Barbados will be represented in only 2 disciplines when the 3rd Summer Youth Olympic Games get going in Buenos Aires next month. CBC's Anne-Marie Burke reports.
When the world's best junior athletes converge on Buenos Aires, Argentina for the Youth Olympic Games 2018, Barbados will be represented by a small but strong 4-member team of 2 athletes and 2 swimmers. Taking to the pool will be Jack Kirby and Louis Sebastian Weeks, both who are based at universities in the USA. Kirby will be competing in the 150-meter freestyle and backstroke events, while Weeks will hit the pool in the 50 and 100-meter breaststroke races and the 200-meter individual medley. The athletes are Sarah Bell and Darian Clark. Bell will be in her pet event, the 100-meter hurdles, while Clark will be vying for the title of fastest junior male sprinter in the world, competing in the 100 meters. Both athletes are putting in the work ahead of the games and are looking forward to enjoying the experience.
It's a really great feeling, you know, because I was not always the fastest. I come from in Nergon, like a small place in St. Peter. Much people don't make it out. So for me to make it to Youth Olympics is a great feeling, and I hope I can motivate others like beneath me, that they could do great things like just like me. And preparation. Preparation for the games. No, October is a bad time to hold a track meet, so it's a difficult adjustment to change up my training routine and all that stuff, so I could be ready for October. But I would say it's coming along good. Feeling quite confident that I can do well.
Training was very hard, and it haven't stopped. And well, I guess I'm improving bit by bit.
In pledging his ministry's full support behind the athletes, Minister of Sport John King has asked that the entire country do the same.
Brighter days are ahead for our athletes. We know a lot of the problems that we would have faced in the past. We know what we were not able to do. We also know what we can do given the circumstances. But the one thing that every single member of our community can do, doesn't cost money, doesn't cost anything except your support, your best wishes, and most of all, your encouragement for our young people in their endeavors in sports.
Also throwing support behind the team is Argentina's ambassador to Barbados, His Excellency Gustavo Pandiani. He urged the athletes to not only enjoy the games, but to soak up all his country will have on offer.
I think you already achieved many things. The fact that you have been selected and you qualify for these games is enough to feel proud. Then the only thing you have to do now is to go there and make your country even prouder. Do everything you can to be at the top level.
Also taking the trip to Argentina is Barbados' young change maker Danica Headley, who has been appointed by the International Olympic Committee. Headley for the past 3 months has been conducting a number of workshops with the athletes and will also spearhead a cultural exchange when they get to Argentina.
My goal at the games specifically is to make sure that they have an experience outside of their competition where they learn about different countries, different sports, have a cultural experience. I tease Sarah, just not telling her I'm setting up play dates with others. National Lebanon is interested in meet and greet with them, Panama. So I've been speaking to the other change makers, trying to see how we could get a cultural and fun experience for them outside of the competition.
The Youth Olympic Games will attract over 4,000 athletes from 206 countries competing across 32 disciplines from October 6th to the 18th. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.
Well, here's what's going on tomorrow, September 27th, weather permitting. There's the semi-final of the BABA Women's Basketball League at the Wildy Gym from 6:30 p.m. It'll be Lady Cougars against Lady Tridents. That's our midweek sports package. I am Mark Seal. Please be careful.